Okay, so I'm going to start part 7. This one actually is just going to be a talking video really, so I'm going to keep it really short. It's the sort of bridging one, because we're at the stage now where we can start to think about our decoration and how we're going to do it. And the basic choice is, are you going to stitch these in and then decorate, or are you going to decorate first and then stitch them in? I want this journal to be a writing journal, but I also want it to have plenty of interest on the pages. In the past, I've often sewn my books together first and then done the decoration, which is perfectly possible. Apart from sewing around the whole pages, you probably manage to get away with most things, and I will, as we go along, hopefully show you a few tips around that. But what I do tend to do more now is get to this stage and then decorate my pages up to a point before I sew them in. So I'll do any stitching that I want done. I'll probably put various pockets in, and I will certainly do any stenciling or stamping. Collaging maybe, but not necessarily, because you can do that quite easily in the book. So before I go any further, I'm just going to show you, I have changed this up a little bit. These are our 3 signatures. I know that this is the order I want them in, 1, 2, 3. So this is the front of the book, this is the back of the book, and I will remember because I've only got 3. If you've got more signatures or you're worried about remembering which order they go in, just pop a post-it note on them, 1, 2, 3, so that you keep that in mind. I've taken the piano roll paper off the card. That felt too stiff to me, too firm. So in this signature, I've just doubled it up and stitched round the whole thing. And I've double stitched it, so I've gone all the way round from that side, and then I've turned it over and I've gone all the way around the other side. So I've got a double line of stitching. This was a tip that I picked up from Carol at Oak House Journals, and it does, obviously it's more long-winded, but it does give a nice finish that I really like. So I did that in that signature. I decided to take the piano roll paper out of the other 2 and change it up a little bit, just so that we've got slightly more variety. So in this one, I've put in a sheet of vintage note paper, and I've also stitched round this page. Just chose a simple tea-dyed page, and that's because I like to repeat the things that I do in one signature. I like to repeat it through the other ones. Again, I've taken the piano roll paper out of this one and I've put in a paper bag, and I've folded it and then cut it down. So I've cut the bottom end off and I've cut the frilly end off. So that makes a sort of pocket page, and I've stitched around the observer book. Again, I've done it both sides. I'm debating whether to reinforce these. They're not too delicate actually, so I might not, but we'll have a look and I will show you at some point how I do that. So that's where we're at. Because this decorating part takes me a really long time, too long to video. You don't want to see me running backwards and forwards, trying things out, stitching a bit, blah blah blah. I will show you quite a lot of what I do, but I'm going to prep it all first, or at least make some sort of preparation so that we're working, there's a bit more of a flow going. And I'm also, I think, going to make the signatures for these other 3 journals, so that if we get stuck, I've got others I can go on if I go wrong. So this is how it looks. This is quite flexible still, and it will stay flexible, but I will do something to firm that up at a later stage, and I'll show you that. And you can see that we're going to have plenty of room to put some pockets and decoration in this journal. I don't want it to end up too wide. I don't mind if it alligator mouths a little bit. We can use a closure, a wraparound closure, or eyelets, or other variations. So let me go away. There may be a little bit more of a delay between this one, this video and the next one, but I will be back with part 8. Thank you. Bye bye.